Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years. Now we're doing the dental practice brokerage for 14. So we have plenty of information for you every week. Today's topic is why you should never let the landlords, contractors do the build out of your dental office, even when they say they're not going to charge you. We'll get into that. So as you know, we now have 10 employees and we are in 22 states. We just opened up Ohio. Let me see what else we had. Louisiana and Alabama. I just came back from Ohio. Saw some nice pieces over there. Nice properties, nice practices. So a lot of potential there. And then we're looking forward to go to Alabama because we have about, 6 or 7, Alabama and Louisiana. So call me about it and I'll let you know what we have. So we work 363 days a year. We take off Christmas and Easter. And we're available for you 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. East Coast time at 201-663-0935. Website dentalpracticeguide.com or Dental Practice Brokers. Nationwide dentalpracticebrokers.com. So you can research those and check. Everything we're saying today is for entertainment purposes only. It is not business or legal advice. So please be aware of that. Now, we also work with the T. If you're thinking about selling to the TSOs, we work closely with them. And they will often pay our commission. We don't work for them. We're independent of them. But when we bring them a deal, they'll pay our commission vast majority of the time. Now, also, when you work with us, based on some minor criteria, we'll get your legal fees reimbursed upon successful closing. So give us a call and we can tell you about that and how that works. Okay? We've done that multiple times. Now, the issue today. Now, you're sometimes going to decide you want to do your own build out. You want to start your office from scratch, which in today's market is challenging and difficult, unless like you already have a practice that you're just you blew out of your present space, you don't have any more space, and you're just losing money because you don't have the space. And yeah, I can see that because you haven't, the day you finish building, a day or two later, you've put in your patients. You can bring your patients right into the dental office. So you're working on day one. So the contractor says you're ready to go, you switch everything over to the new office, and you're working on day one. And that can work out well. Occasionally, that's only if you need it. I still wouldn't suggest building ever. But if you are in a situation that you're going to build and the landlord tells you, I'll give you a great deal on the lease and I will build out your office for you, run the other way. Because what they do, then you don't get anything for free. You are not getting anything for free, even though he says, you don't have to pay for it. They're building it into the lease. They have to. It's built into the lease by getting a bigger, higher base cost. Okay? So when the landlord offers you, say, thank you, no, let's negotiate the lowest rent I can get. I'll bring my own contractors in. Here's the reason why. The landlord generally is not going to get the cream of the crop contractors. They are definitely not going to be dental contractors. What makes the difference? A lot. Dental contractors anticipate. They build the wall where the x-ray may be, and they support that wall. Secondly, they'll have power over there. Third, the box, the junction box. Think about what goes in there. Air, water, vacuum, suction, extra lines if something happens. You got like 6 or more different going, different electrical, plumbing, coming utilities going into that tiny box. There's a lot happening in there. Because your air is going through there, your water is going through there, your suction is going through there, your extra lines are going through there, your vacuum is going through there. Now, another reason, now your lines, let's say for your suction, and if you're pouring concrete, that is, you got to break up the ground and cut the concrete. Well, dental contractors will always put 1 or 2 extra lines in right underneath that concrete. So if there's ever a problem, they could snake a wire, snake extra water in, they could do something. There's a plan for that. This contractor may think, what am I doing that for? It's extra work, I'm not doing it. He doesn't anticipate. Now, on your suction line, you should try to avoid anything that's a right angle. It should be Y angles, that is a 45-degree angles. Because when it hits that angle, it deflects lightly. If you hit a 90-degree angle, think about a little debris coming out of the mouth. It goes into the straight tube and then makes a turn. If that turns a 90-degree turn, that suction's strong. All that debris hits the corner. You'll say, well, what's the big deal? Nothing. But after a few years, what happens is it wears a hole in the pipe. All that debris on the high suction, water debris coming out year after year after year after year. It may take a few years, but you'll get a hole in the pipe. And your pipe is now it's under the concrete. You have to dig it up. That is not a pretty task. But they don't know dental. The landlord's going to get some of the cheapest contractors he can find, just bang up something. They don't understand egress and exit and space for you to fit a wheelchair in. Where's the cabinets going to mount onto? Is there enough room for the cabinets? Where's he going to put the box? Where's he going to put the junction box underneath the chair? Does he know where to put it? Has he done it before? Does he have any experience? Or are you just going to let him do whatever he wants to do? That's what's going to happen. Now, the landlord is going to build into the lease the cost of that renovation, even though he says to you, oh, you don't have to pay anything for it. He builds it into the lease. Where's he going to recoup his money? Has to do it. So your base cost of your rent is probably higher. Or he has an accelerated clause, you'll increase the rent in 2 years or something. And you figure, well, I'll be doing millions by then, I don't have to worry. But not really. I go to so many offices, I see that they, forget it. They have the extra 1 or 2 rooms and they never use it. Well, after 20 years, they just never grew into it. Everybody wants extra rooms, and 5 rooms, 6 rooms, 7 rooms. But they never grew into it. So, that is a big problem with landlords, contractors. Increasing your base rent, forget it. Bring your own people in. Because once they increase your base rent, you're stuck with that for the rest of the lease. They don't decrease it. They increase the basis. So it's a higher per square footage. And that's what occurs with this. So be real careful out there. When a landlord says he'll have his people do the contracting and do all the build out, it won't cost you anything, start running the other way. Grab your wallet and run the other way. Because that, or your pocketbook, whatever. Because that's what happens, and you've got to be aware of that. Be very wary. Now, we have a dental contractor, actually 2 of them. We're going to probably start, like a Zoom call with them and put them on. We can talk about this subject, a lot of different subjects. I got a big seminar, as you know, coming on in January 5th of 2025. We're going to have 3 attorneys. We'll have 1 CPA accountant, 3 banks, 1 DSO, 1 dental contractor, 1 longtime master dental repairs. Master, this guy was a master. He's coming down too. That's going to be an unbelievable cruise. You should not miss that. So call me when you want details. Now also, we are over 500 YouTube videos now, and we are really excited about this. Over 500. So we hope there's enough information there to keep you interested. We try to change up the topics all the time. In this field, it is a never-ending field. Never ending. There's so many changes that occur in our field of dental practice brokerage. Can't even write a book, because by the time you write the book, there's something else to add to it. All right, so hit the subscribe button. Thank you.